Hello, students. Once again, in speaking session. Into the session, we will talk about the speaking challenge. It's a fifth day of speaking challenge in which we will talk on different aspects that is useful, beneficial for your speaking. Actually, we are taking some kind of plans. We are working on 1 month plan. It's 30-day plan. Through this, we can enhance our vocabulary, we can increase our speaking skill. It's a challenge for me as well as other members of you, like listeners of my videos. It's a challenge, and I will prove that I will be fluent in my speaking skill, as well as if you will act upon the advices, if you will act upon the suggestion, the criteria I will discuss with you. It's help a lot and you can speak like a native speaker. So it's our fifth day in which we will talk about how we can communicate with someone. In last videos we talk about different aspects, but today is a different thing we are going to talk. Like today our topic, motive behind that, how we can communicate with someone. There are a lot of methods we can use in our life, and how we can communicate well, how can we send messages to others, how can we receive any kind of message, feedback from anybody that are going to communicate with us. So how we can communicate? Just you think that you are the person, you are sending a message to someone, another person is listening you, but the channel you are using, it can be different. Like might be you are using mobile, other one is using laptop, as well as other channel that is useful for your communication skills. So what you have to do, you should know about your communication. Like if you're working somewhere, then you should know about a little bit things like mostly use sentences in your daily conversation. Like if you work any kind of industry, then you should know uh, what kind of talking and what kind of communication is very necessary for our communication, as well as our talking, gossips, and conversation, arguments, everything can be. But it's depend upon you, it's depend upon your interest, and it's depend upon your strategies, techniques, everything you can do. And what you have to do in your communication, at least you can 10 to 20 sentences in your mind. Like if you want to talk with your boss, then you should know about at least 5 to 10 sentences. Like, may I come in? And you can take some kind of permission to your boss. It's a formal way to enter in the room of any boss or supervisor, in under the custody, under the custodian, under the supervision, or you are working there. So these kind of sentences you should keep in mind. It's very useful and it's very obligatory for your communication, because in office you are a person, you have to talk in formal way. You don't talk in casual way, like hey, yeah, means you shouldn't use these kinds of words. You should sentences like taking some kind of permission. You can use exclamatory sentences when you talk, like for request, uh, like for advice. There are multiple sentences you can use, and please shut the door, please open the door, please close the door. So these kind of sentences you should use in your daily conversation, because it's a formal way of your talking, and you should must remember these kind of sentences in your conversation. If you will ignore, then your boss think that he has no such kind of idea how to talk with someone. If you have no idea how to talk with someone, then it's a very bad thing. It's bad character, that showing that you are the person, you have no such kind of idea how to talk with someone. So I think you should adopt the strategies when you are going to your office. Then you should at least know those sentences that is obligatory for your communication, for your talking, how you have to talk with your subordinate, how you have to talk with your boss, as well as those people or person they are working under your supervision. If you have a such kind of mentor, if you have a such kind of techniques, strategies, and you should know how to set a meeting, how to set a presentation, and how to set a plan for your learning, for your speaking, and how to motivate your audience, your clients, your customers. So these kind of sentences at least you should keep in mind because it's very necessary these days. If you can take an example of those boys or girls, they are working in call centers, they should know at least 20 to 30 main sentences in English. It's very obligatory for them. Like when you are going to your interview, then you have to talk with them like this, and you have to talk on the specific sentences, like what's your name, what you are doing, where from you, what are you doing, and can I help you, and how can I help you. So these kinds of sentences is very obligatory for communication, for your job interview, for your call center, everywhere you are going. Afterward, same the thing you should kept in mind when you are in the school. That time at least your communication should be good, your communication should be polite. Like if you are talking with the students, your strategies, your temperament, everything should be changed as compared to your home, your office. Because in school or college or university, you are the teacher, you are the professor, you are teaching to your students, and you are talking all the time, you are giving new lesson. Actually you are the motivator for them. If you will ignore all the things, then it's very harmful for your learning, for your growing, and you are the example that is standing in the front of your class, and you are the presenter of the class. So you should adopt the techniques that is very useful. If we have no idea how to talk with first person, and in the room one student is standing in front of you, and one other student is standing at the end of the corner, at the end of the room, then how to talk with them, how to communicate with them. So these kind of sentences you should keep in mind. Like you can call him in a formal way, please stand up, please sit down, please get out from the class. So these kind of sentences is very obligatory for your speaking as well as for your communication, because those students, they are sitting in the class, they have a different temperament, different mind, different strategies, everything is totally different. But if you have no trick how to handle them, then it's your lackness, it's your misconception, and it's your drawbacks according to me. Because all the things should be appropriate when you are going to present yourself, when you are in the class, when you are sitting in the class, when you are standing in the front of the class, when you are on the desk, when you are on the stage, then everything has been noted, because you are the person, all the audience, all the people, they are watching to you, and they have a totally think that you give something new, and they are watching you, and their eyes are totally on your eyes, on your head, and on your face, your body expression, your hands, and all the body parts should be according to your talking. Like I am talking with you, I am using hands. Hands means it's a non-verbal communication. It's very obligatory for us. In one lecture, in one video, we will talk about how to communicate in non-verbal ways. So you should know about verbal as well as a non-verbal communication. Both are necessary for your learning, for your growing. Everything is very important. because if you are a presenter, if you are a trainer, everything you wanted to indulge yourself, it's very obligatory, it's necessary for you, and you shouldn't keep away from these kinds of things. You shouldn't get rid from these kinds of habits. If you have a lackness in your side, then you should adopt techniques and you should work on it. You should judge yourself, this thing is weak from my side, I have to work on it. This technique in which I am very weak, we have to work on it. So I am not talking about you will be quite fit, you will be perfect within a days. Might be take a time and you have to practice again and again. I am stressing on my lectures again and again. Practice is very important in your life. If you will practice more, you can learn more, and we can teach them to our students. If you have a practice more, if you have a learn more, your ideas will be new for them, and your techniques, your strategies, all the things can be improved, but it's need a practice. And don't think so I have no time, and don't focus on your excuses. Don't make lame excuses all the time. Nothing is impossible, everything is possible. Just need your attention, your concentration, your time, your ideas, everything can be happen, but a little bit time you should give to yourself for your improvement, for your betterment. Everything you can do, but it's need a time, it's need a punctuality. You should be consistent, you should be punctual, and I think one thing, all the things will be go better. All the directions, all the situation, all the events will be in your side, but the condition behind is you have to focus on your learning, you have to practice, you have to be punctual and practice again and again. You are speaking means, if we wanted to become a good speaker, then we have to speak more. If might be from the beginning I make a mistakes in different sentences, sentence formation, words, pronunciation, but with the passage of time I have a belief on it, I have a concentration on it, I can do everything, nothing is impossible. But you are working your efforts, everything, when you indulge yourself with all these efforts, I think one day we will be able to speak well, we can present well. So it's our fifth day of speaking. In next day we will talk about other strategies, techniques that is helpful, useful for learning, for improving and speaking in English.